Held up on the slider, and he's been thrown out of the game by Eric Cooper. Ketel Marte ejected. Here comes Torey Lovullo. Swing and a miss. He slammed his bat on the ground. A little too much for Eric Cooper's liking, and Marte is gone.
We did not see anybody getting loose in the Philadelphia bullpen as of 2 minutes ago.
No, they weren't.
Oh, and Snit's hot. He has no doubt. They're letting him throw pitches here now.
Yeah, the clock had run out.
Well, the clock never started, and in fact, Jerry Lane and the other umpires were meeting on the mound, telling Gabe Kapler, "Let's go, let's go. We've got to break up this mound change." And it was about a minute 25-second meeting on the mound with Gabe Kapler and the entire Phillies infield. Then the pitching change clock started. Now Milner's having as much time as he wants to warm up, and Jerry Lane just threw Brian Snitker out.
I'll tell you what, right now, I do not blame Snit one minute for being mad right now.
And all this is going to do, though, the longer he stays out there, is going to give Milner a chance to keep throwing pitches unless Freddie gets in the box.
Yeah, I don't think Snit's real concerned at this point anymore.
Greg Gibson had to go almost all the way to the Philly bullpen to get Milner out of the bullpen to come into the game.
And the rule states, if I'm not mistaken, if a pitcher takes too much time to get in the game, he's not guaranteed his 8 warm-up tosses.
No, you got your 2 minutes and whatever it is.
And that's it.
I do not blame Snit one bit.
Brewers have a runner in scoring position, and Shaw is down on strikes. Not happy with the call. Barking on his way out, and O'Nora lets him bark a little more. Side is retired. Lester with 6 strikeouts, and the Brewers come up empty in the 6th. 5-0 Cubs, and as we went to break, Rock, Travis Shaw ejected from this game.
There it is, and Rendon is befuddled, and he's been thrown out of the game. Anthony Rendon has been ejected by Marty Foster. That was a quick trigger. Are you showing up the umpire when you drop your bat like that?
Well, maybe, but I don't know if it warrants getting thrown out of the game.
Exactly.
Anthony Rendon, I don't know if he's ever gotten ejected from a game or ever even had a beef with an umpire.
Davey Martinez getting his money's worth, and he is scraping up the part of the batter's box on that side of home plate where his hitters have been repeatedly rung up today.
Oh, that's the second time in 4 batters that Tim Timmons has rung up a D-backs hitter on a ball that was below the knees. It happened to Peralta to start the game, and that's twice now. Quickly, Torey is out there, and he's been ejected.
Man, boy, there's some quick triggers in the early going for Major League umpires. Thin skin.
Uh-oh. Now Torey Lovullo. Uh-oh. Did Molina? Something happened here. Both benches have emptied. Yadier Molina took exception to something that was said by Torey Lovullo, and he tried to get at Lovullo, and home plate umpire Tim Timmons stepped in the way.
Well, Lovullo obviously said something about Yadier Molina. Maybe Molina is lifting the ball, perhaps. I think what Lovullo was doing was giving a backhanded compliment to Yadier Molina.
Let's break up down there, then we'll break for the station break. And the manager now has Yadier trying to cool him down.
Once again, I don't know how Yadier stays in this ball game. He was clearly the instigator here. Bad pitch right there.
Fly ball struck pretty well to left. Spangenberg going back onto the track. He will leap, and it goes over the wall, and it's gone. A home run off the glove of Spangenberg. I'm not sure if he felt the fan interfered out there. We will see.
Hits the glove first. Fan touches. Ball's in the glove. Come on. And then it comes out.
Boris Spangenberg turned and looking up at the scoreboard where they're playing it over again. It's a home run, 2-run shot. Andy Green's going to come out here, and he can't. Andy Green's out of the game.
That is strike 3 called, and Bandy can't believe it. Got to be careful. You got a backup catcher who is not 100%. Yeah, Craig Counsell, get out of there.
And a bit of a short bench at this point, so Craig wants to make sure he doesn't get thrown out.
So Counsell will get thrown out instead. I think he's the one who just.
Price is ready. Here comes the 1-2. Called strike 3. Paints the fastball the inside part of the plate. Pujols certainly not happy. You seldom see him get that upset. He gets tossed by Vic Carapazza.
I can't remember a game when Alberts got thrown out of a ball game.
Maybe he's trying to end the fight. Oh,
shit. Man, Bryant got hit in a helmet. I hope it was mostly helmet. Joe Madden out quickly. Oh, is that scary? Matt Johnson.
It's amazing he stayed on his feet.
And he is beginning to walk off with assistance, and a very frightening moment here in Denver. A fastball up and in. Very frightening moment. Chris.
Chili Davis is yelling from the Cubs dugout, and Greg Gibson is hot. And now I think Greg Gibson has just thrown Chili Davis out of the game because Chili was jawing. And now Colorado has just lost guys to suspension for getting into it before, and now Chili has been thrown out of the game, and I don't know about Joe Matt.
Tough to crank it back up.
Runner going again. The appeal, now they stop the runner and they call him for a swing, and it's a double play. It was a check swing. The home plate umpire appealed the swing. Dan Bellino appealed to Phil Cuzzy. And now John Gibbons has given the home plate umpire the gears, and he threw Gibbons out of the game. Man, oh man, that's a quick trigger for Dan Bellino to throw John Gibbons out of the ball game. But Gibbons is saying, hey man, make a call. Got my guy hung up between first and second.
Hard hit. Healy stays with it. Flips. Diaz wins the foot race. Here comes Profar. He is sliding across and scores.
And Scott out of the dugout. He wants some sort of interference here. There's no call on the play. Scott out quickly. Edwin a little late off the mound, but outruns him to the bag. That part of it's clean. Clearly beats it. And then as he's starting to turn to come back around, Gallo hits him on the side of his hip. And he ends up dropping the ball. Profar never stopped. Scott obviously not happy with the explanation. Now he's tossed.
Here goes Goldie from first. Called strike 3. And Souza has been ejected. Another low strike called by Doug Eddings. He tossed his bat and he's been run from the ball game. Here comes Torey Lovullo. 2-1 Washington. We hit the 9th.
3-2, strike 3 at the knees. Crawford upset.
The Giants are out of position players, so Bochy's going to get his money's worth.
Bochy's still ticked off from yesterday. He's going to get run. He already did.
That's Crawford for leaving his bat.
Oh, is that Crawford, not Bochy? Now Bochy's gone. Now they're both gone. This is a carryover, I guarantee you, from last night for Boch.
3-2. Whoa. Oh boy.
That's a pretty good take right there after a 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
You see Jeff Bannister is waiting for Nart to come out there. Nart wouldn't. Nart was telling him, please, let's not have this conversation. All right, here we go. And then it really got interesting. These two went nose to nose for a few minutes.
Well, you know that Banny knows where that pitch was that Delmonico took on the 3-2 pitch. Looked like it was a strike.